Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know who I am, I'm Allie and I like to do budgets and I like to do sinking funds. And this week I'm going to talk about my new budget for my last paycheck that we got just on the last Friday here. It's been a couple of weeks since I have done a video. Sorry, I've been a bit behind on my schedule. I was really busy at work and just busy in life in general. So I think it's been a couple of weeks since I've done one of these videos. So let's get caught up. This week I am going to put I'm not even sure how much money I'm going to put in here, but let's count it out. So we've got 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, 190, 210, 230, 250, 270, 290, 310, 330, 350, 370, 390, 410, 430, 450, 460, 475. Plus, I've got a little something different here today. I've got some euros as well because we are saving up for a trip next year. And no time like the present to start saving, you know me. So for my first envelope, I have for my hair appointment, which I am going to have this upcoming Saturday, and I'm estimating it will cost me about $300. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100 is exactly what I should have in there. I'm going to put $150. So 50, and then I'm going to just add 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, so 150. I don't think I'm going to pay her in cash, so I'll just deposit it in the bank and then just pay with my card when I get there. My next envelope is for my wedding. I'm going to put $200. So I actually took the money that was in here. So I had $790 and I deposited it in my bank account. And I just have a specific savings account that's labeled wedding. And that's where I put the money for now. And then I used about $190 on some wedding costs. We just bought our invitations and there was actually a sale. It was so lucky on Vistaprint online. And it was like 40% off, and I'm not actually like super thrilled with the invitations, but like who cares? People are just gonna throw them away, so whatever. I don't want to spend too much money on them. So for 100 invitations, I think it was around $270, and I got like sort of a sign, and I got a few other things with that as well. So all in all, like that's about how much I wanted to spend on paper invitations. So I'm pretty happy with that. And I'm going to add $200 cash. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 200. And I believe that takes me to my goal of wanting to save up $1,000 in May, which I didn't quite make in May. Obviously, it's June right now. So, pretty close, and I'm okay with that. My next envelope is for saving up for a lounge chair for my backyard. It's around $200. Will I make this goal of $200 before the summer? I don't think so, but whatever. And I should have $40 in there. So 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And I'm going to add $20. For a total of 60. My next envelope is for Christmas. There should be $260 in this envelope. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 200, 240, or 220, 240, 260. Perfect. I'm going to add $20 to make 280. I just finished watching Asia Dang's budget video. If you have not seen one of her videos, go watch one of her videos. She's super inspiring. She paid off a whole whack load of debt a couple of years ago. She paid off like over $200,000 in like student loans and other debt. And she had just like a really candid video, her first video talking about her debt. And I think it was like sort of the first of its kind where she got really like raw and real and crying and just kind of a bit despairing about it all. And she, she did it. She was able to kind of get out of debt. And I found that really inspiring. Anyways, these days she is doing her sinking funds and she is fully funded for Christmas this year. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I am so jealous. I want to do that. So that will be one of my goals here, to fully fund my Christmas sinking funds, hopefully I mean, before December, obviously, but I would love to do it kind of before the end of summer, but we'll see. My next envelope is for my car, so I should have $90. So shameful, you guys. 50, 70, 90. I was supposed to bring my car in for an oil change last Wednesday, and I completely forgot and just like didn't show up, and I've been procrastinating calling them to apologize and book another appointment, but I'm too afraid. I know them and they're super nice people and I'm sure they'll be fine, and I'm sure it happens all the time, but like I just feel so ashamed. I just had so much going on. It's not an excuse. I had so much going on and I just completely forgot, and it's like one of those situations where I had to wake up early and drop my car off and yada yada yada, kind of like get organized before work, but I just like didn't do that, so bad Allie. Next envelope is for pets. There is nothing in here because I cleared it out buying tick treatment and flea treatment. So like where we live, there's ticks and fleas and whatever out in the environment that we go walking in. So I had to go buy some expensive treatment there, and we had enough money for that. So I'm going to add $50 to this envelope, and that will pay for, I think she has to get booster shots in the fall, so that's about $100. We'll save up for that. My next envelope is for work clothes, $120. I need a new pair of shoes really badly. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, and I'm gonna add $15, so 5, 10, 15. Like, my shoes are embarrassing, and I kind of don't care because my shoes get, like, trashed at work, but I'm also, like, I don't know. I can afford to get new shoes. And your feet are priceless, and, like, the health of your feet and legs and back and everything is priceless, so I should just invest. My next envelope. So, like I said, I have some euros here. I went and picked up some euros because if you don't know this about me, I love putting money into envelopes. And it's one of the best ways I can save and the best way that I know how. And honestly, I'm a natural spender. So if there's like any easy barriers that I can put up to prevent myself from spending my own money, then I should do it. And one of those ways is actually diversifying and getting some currency, and maybe not the most stable or safe way to kind of save up for a trip, but it's one of the best ways I know how for myself, and I know myself, and this is the best to get some currency ahead of time. So I have a family member who lives in Switzerland, and I've been meaning to go there for years, and I think now that the borders are starting to open up, we are thinking about going to Switzerland next spring or summer. And I want to be prepared with some cash. So I want to have at least like, I'm going to say like 1,000 euros before we go there. Just because we want to go for a while, like maybe a month. And 1,000 euros of spending money between me and Sorrel, like, sounds like a lot of money. But I don't know if you've ever been to Europe. It is so expensive there. Like, when I went to Europe 7 years ago, I was spending like several $100s a day. And like, kind of on like going on outings and experiences and food and just like whatever, because you never know when you're going to go back. And I don't regret spending that money while I was there 7 years ago, because I haven't gone back since, and who knows, I may never go back to Britain. I went to England and Scotland and Ireland and France as well, and you never know when you're going to go back, especially now that we've been through a pandemic. So anyways, all that aside, I picked up 50 euros, which cost me $76, which was not bad, I thought anyways. And yeah, that's my first 50 euros. And it also, like, it kind of gets you excited about traveling. Like, if you have your currency kind of, you know, go to the bank every, like, couple weeks and order some euros, because they have to order them in, because we live in a small town and whatever. That's another thing, is, like, it's nice to be prepared ahead of time, because it actually took 2.5 weeks to order this in. So if you were like waiting until the last minute to order your euros, you might be out of luck. And then you have to go to the airport and get ripped off at at the little currency stands. I feel like they charge you a little bit more than the banks, but anyways, this week we are going to do our gift registry for our wedding. I am totally done picking up extra shifts. I am tired. I am done. I made lots of extra money. I feel good about it, and we can leave on a high note. So Sorrel's officially finished officially finished his work, and now he's on to other things, and he's going to start working on our house as soon as we get the acceptance of a federal grant for our home. So I don't know how this worked so serendipitously. Is that a word? It was serendipity anyways, that just a couple of weeks ago the Canadian government announced that they are providing grants towards people who are basically making their home more efficient, which is exactly what we're doing, and we had everything all set up to do that. So we just have to wait for them to accept our application, and then we need to get our home assessed, and then we can start working on it. So anyways, that's it for this week, and I will color in my chart from debtfreecharts.com on basically my goals for saving for my wedding. So anyways, thanks so much for sticking around. I'm sorry it took so long to make this video, and I will see you soon, hopefully.